Have you been thinking about installing solar panels on your home? Andy and I have been doing this three-part series on solar panels, and that's what we're going to talk about today. How the installation of solar panels affects the value of your home. I'm Lisa Lundt. This is Andy Karpf. We're with Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate Universal.
As Lisa and I have spoken about previously in our other videos, there's several options to getting solar panels installed on your property. And when we're discussing like how much value they add, we're actually talking about if your panels are completely paid off at the time you sell your home. If you still have a lease or you have an ongoing loan payment, obviously that's going to affect the amount of value that you're going to get. Those cases we'd have to evaluate on a case-by-case basis. So Lisa, what values have you seen that appraisers are giving towards residential properties with solar panels?
Typically, an appraiser is going to give $20,000 in additional value to a home that has solar panels versus a home that does not. Of course, that amount is going to change depending on the number of panels that a house has.
Thanks. I was recently working with some clients and they were really hoping to find a new home with solar panels installed on the property. But once we were actually looking, they realized that there was such a shortage of homes on the market that it really didn't make good sense to eliminate everything that didn't have solar on it.
You know, Andy, that makes me think that people who have made a decision to invest in solar panels for their home, that's a long-term investment, and so they're probably less likely to be selling their home, given that we've been putting solar panels on our houses for about the last 10 years, and it's slowly increasing, but I think that inventory of those homes is probably not going to be very great right now.
So it was too limiting, and they didn't realize that most of the properties that were on the market that had solar either had loans or leases on them and still owed money. So Lisa, since this is our last solar video, as someone who actually has solar on your home, do you have any advice for anyone considering buying it?
You know, we decided to put in solar primarily for environmental reasons. Plus, we also have an all-electric home, so the savings we were going to get were going to be greater for us than had we had a home that also had natural gas. So what we found is we're paying about the same amount of money that we would have been paying to NV Energy, but instead we're paying it for the solar panels. So we view it as a wash, basically. But I do think that we get to keep our home a little bit cooler now. So I find it to be, we're really happy with our decision. I think in the big picture, it's partly an economic decision, partly an environmental decision, and you know who you'd rather be paying. So we're happy with it. We're really glad we did it.
Thanks, Lisa. If you have any questions on this or any other real estate related topic, please text our assistant at 702-400-9440.
We are your Las Vegas Home Specialist team.